Hi guys, and welcome to GDG Reviews and to this review of Captain America Civil War. So guys, I'm just like, by the time you've seen this video, probably like an hour maybe out of the movies, and yeah, I just saw the movie and I just wanted to bring you this review as fast as possible, because who can wait really? So first, this is going to be my non-spoiler review, and I'm going to try to put and to record as fast as possible also the spoiler review. It's pretty late, so let's get started. So guys, honestly, I'm going to say that this is probably the best Marvel movie till now. It's the best in terms of how everything is thought of, how everything played out, how the characters were presented, how the other superheroes were presented in the movie, how their story was. At least some of them got more story than others, but some of them didn't need to get more story, because they already had their own movies, like Ant-Man. I'm kind of torn right now because I'm wondering if this movie is better than the first Avengers movie, and in some ways, like in the ways how the movie is scripted, this movie is better, and in some ways, the Avengers is better because it's bigger, it's in a much greater scale, and it's involves Thor and the Hulk, and I just love Thor and Hulk, and there were super great visuals, and just the story wasn't bad as well, of course. This movie, Captain America now, Civil War, is a bit more sophisticated. It's not like a little bit more than a bit more sophisticated. It definitely is, which of course I have to appreciate because it really is. It's actually a genius movie in many ways. And if you watched my previous videos, I said like 100 times that I'm a DC fan and I am a Marvel fan. I have been asked the question many times whether or not I prefer DC or Marvel, one over the other, and I always tell one thing, and that is that I usually prefer DC. Just because, Superman is my favorite superhero, of all time. Batman is like second, and of course Wonder Woman is somewhere up there as well, and I just, love the DC structure and story and all that. Of course, Superman was the first superhero in the comics, but of course Marvel is amazing, and I also grew up with Marvel, cartoons, Spider-Man mostly, Iron Man, Fantastic Four, and I have to say, like, when the first Iron Man movie came out, I was like, oh yeah, Iron Man! And not many people really knew Iron Man, but I knew him because I watched the cartoon and I was a fan, and I had some Iron Man comics as well, so it was never like a surprise. And Captain America, I did knew him when I was little from the Spider-Man cartoons mostly. What I'm trying to say here is that I love both universes. Both universes give you something special. It's like chocolate and caramel, I love both, and I want to have both. I kind of prefer chocolate, and where chocolate is DC and when caramel is Marvel. But they are both really awesome in their own way, and they are both bringing something different to the table, So if I'm trying to, compare now DC movies to Marvel movies, because I do have to make this comparison. So far with the new universe, we have Man of Steel, and of course we have Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and of course have the fans hate the movie, have the fans love the movie, but what those both movies have in common is the spectacular, amazing visuals that you've never seen before, the ways of flying, the camera movements, colors even, and the depth of every shot. It's such a huge scale. It really is. It kind of makes you feel that you're super immersed in the movie and the flying of Superman, and every move of every superhero is really amazingly shot. Zack Snyder was main director, and that is what is to my liking more as well. We're not talking about the story. I'm just saying that what I'm about to explain about Captain America is kind of connected to that, so you can understand my point of view. So basically, how Man of Steel and Batman v Superman were shot and how they look gives you the feeling of a much bigger scale, of even cooler color palettes, if you will. I'm sure that, like, people won't care about that. I'm just explaining maybe the only flaw, at least for me, of Captain America, Captain America movies in general, is that lack of big scale feeling to them. The movies are not that colorful, and they don't present the same feast for the eyes that Man of Steel and Batman v Superman present. But other than that, of course, that is not the most important thing at all. I'm just saying that the only thing that is missing is that bigger, grander scale. And I do realize why Marvel did the movie how they did, and everything was perfect. It's perfect. So I understand why the movies are what they are and how they are. I mean, it's awesome in every way. It's just that if there's some kind of a combination between Marvel and DC, the look of both movies, both styles, chocolate and caramel together or something like that as visuals, it's going to be like even more perfect. I hope you know what I mean. So yeah, but leaving that aside, everything Captain America Civil War was amazing. I personally didn't like so much the Winter Soldier. That scene with Agent Carter when she was CGI and all, I just didn't like that. I know that they have to reconnect, but why did they had to put her on that bed? Why she has to be so ill and all that? I mean, there's a lot of people like in their 90s, they're perfectly fine, like Betty White. but anyway, I mean, those are silly things and other stuff that I just didn't feel much. The movie, I did like it, of course, but it wasn't as perfect as this movie is. This movie is, you can say, like a lot what Winter Soldier was, but like to the fullest potential. And of course the adding of the other heroes from the previous Avengers movie is essential, just essential to the story, to the whole movie and their development, of Scarlet Witch, Vision. It's just great. It's just great to see those characters on the screen again. It's really amazing how they play next to each other, how they act around each other. It's amazing. You can see that those people really have a relationship together. So it's believable in every possible way you can think of. And Bucky and Steve relationship is explained enough well, and you can see why the heck Bucky is the way he is. And Spider-Man, it's the best Spider-Man ever. You can be sure that this Spider-Man is the best Spider-Man, and everything that we saw, everything that I saw from this Spider-Man in this movie, it's the screen time of this Spider-Man. It's like at least 5 times or even 10 times better than all the Spider-Mans in all the movies till now combined. Everything that he said and did in this movie, for whatever time it was on the screen, it was like a ton better than every previous Spider-Man movie, the Sam Raimi movies, and movies, the newer ones. Everything was like totally better, and the costume even is a lot better when you see it on IMAX than in the trailers. You see all the details in the costume, so the trailers really didn't do it justice. Yeah, Tom Holland, best Spider-Man ever. Nothing I can say about that, except he's the best. And Ant-Man was great, his new costume is amazing, and what he did in the movie was amazing. Oh, and I have to say, the humor in the movie totally rocks. This was the best humor, the most smart, everything you can think of from the scale of like best of the best of the best. This is the best humor in a Marvel movie, I think. And it's so clever. Like, there were so many times that I was like, whoa, what the heck, this is amazing. And I'm like taking the time to process it, and like, this is amazing. I'm start laughing, because it's so amazing. And sometimes, of course, the whole theater like clapped like several times, and usually we don't do this here. Like, I've heard that this is happening in America. Sometimes people will clap on a movie, and I was like, where did this happen, because never seen it before, but now it did happen. They clapped a lot, and I was like, wow, people really enjoy this movie. And of course I was too. And my boyfriend like constantly, grabbing my arm and it's like, wow, yeah. I don't know what else to tell you. Black Panther is kick-ass. And when I first saw, pictures taken from somewhere, you know, from the shoot of the movie. I was like, what, this costume looks terrible. Nothing like the, you know, nothing like the art that I saw before that. But no, it's amazing, and he looks amazing, and he as a character is pretty great. I'm like, whoa, this guy knows how to speak and talk and act and walk even, and it's wow, you know, he's really impressive in everything that he does. He really embodies that character, you can be sure of that. And Anthony Mackie did a great job as a Falcon. We've never seen him, you know, with more gadgets and cool stuff to do. Black Widow like kicked ass, like more than she ever kicked before. I was like, did somebody like gave her like the super serum or something, because she kicks ass. And Iron Man, I have to say, I think this is my favorite Iron Man suit till now. It's pretty cool, it's sleek, it makes him look like a bodybuilder almost. It's pretty cool, just love it. Robert Downey Jr. in this role is like superb. So, oh, Captain America, I almost forgot to talk about, you know, the main guy of the movie, Captain America. Yeah, Chris Evans is so good in this movie, yeah, like best. He's always like awesome, but now he takes, you know, the character of Captain America to even higher levels. You know that this hero is capable of this and that and this, but we haven't seen some of the things that he did in this movie before. We haven't seen this, you know, strength and determination and amazing qualities as a human being, as a soldier, as a person. He really is amazing superhero. He really stands out with his values. He just, I don't know, he's amazing. I know that I say this word a lot, but he's spectacular. No pun intended. A real marvel, no pun intended as well. So yeah guys, the fighting scenes perfect. That airport scene was in IMAX, like the screen got bigger. It was perfectly choreographed. Every hero did what they're supposed to be doing, not like underpowering them or something. They really, you know, show what they're capable of, and you can see how the other heroes can counter that, and how they can show what they're capable of, and how again the other heroes can counter that and show, you know, what they're, and so on. It's genius. It's genius. Time for the, you know, the final say, and I will give Captain America Civil War 9 out of 10. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Have you seen the movie? Yeah, just let me know what you think. Thank you very much for the support, and thank you to all the new subscribers and to the old subscribers that watch me still. So thank you guys. Thank you very much. Until next time with Gary G Reviews.